All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, we're ready. 54.
On 1st and 10, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Check, 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 check. Check, flip, flip. Lucky. Follow. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making. Everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Switch. Kill. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Play action now. Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Ready. Black 25. 54 Mike. Brilliant.
They'll throw again. Winston. Over the middle to Evans. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ready. Black 25 behind. Check. Watch 54. Just like that. Green, triple C. Hey, stop. Here we go. Check safety.
They go play action. Winston. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Show it. Rush in.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
All day, baby, all day. Set. 180. Mike's back forward. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check. Great. Check. Hot. 80.
Now Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Wild Bill. Slam. Alert 3.
From his goal line here, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
I'm coming after you. 45's the Mike. Watch the slant. Hey, come on.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Come on. Double time.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Here's Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Great. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. Watch the run.
Back to throw, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Motion out of the backfield. Hey, check Mike 45. Double dog. That's the way. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, let's get that gun. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Throwing is Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike, 54. I don't think you got it, son.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Great. Check. 4 down. Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
This is McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Ready, 8. Mike, 45. Hey, tighten down. There you go. What? 8. He's checking. Crash. 20.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gun. 36.
Off play action. Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Evans has it left side. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Panthers 3.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
8. Great.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and caught left side, Olsen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You think you gonna get this? You go tight. You got it. You got tight right there. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? from the red zone now. Winston. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 54. So don't say nothing. Wait. Wait that up. 54. Let him go.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, as time expires in the first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go, D. Check 43. 20. Check. Fresno.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Great.
Play action. It's Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Blue way. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 13. Wait. Follow. Off. Right there.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the screen.
A first down throw for Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
3 bus. Hey! Watch the safety creep. 81. Check 37.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Back. 8. Slam.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And it's taken in at the 9. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
He don't know no better. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, Freeman. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Blue ready. Line 59. So we got man. SOS. Flip it. Switch.
Here's Winston. He's got Evans. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 51 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing.
She's on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Kill. Greg. Tighten up. Hold, 64. Wait. Check, 45.
To throw is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey. Great. 45's the mic. Hey, keep it.
The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Gun. 45.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
You're all right, baby. You won't get this. You're all right. 20. Bang. Undercrush.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Double tight. We got four. Gun. Hey, check Mike 45. Check orbit. Check pass. 45's the mic. You better be afraid.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check 26. Watch twist.
Now Scarlett. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Set the tone, DJ. Under 10. 10.
Here we go on fourth. Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He's going to get it running right. Gets past one man, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
8.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton and the tight end Olsen right side. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Check the backer. Gun. Chance. 20.
Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
Let's go.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. 45.
To the air again, Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Great.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
780. Mike, 45. Gun. It's our time. It's our time. Check 45 to Mike. Check 40. 20. Watch the screen. Pass. Whip. Watch 8. Here we go.
Newton on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.